Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by and checking out this video. Appreciate your time and your support. It's good to be here with all of you. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a few minutes as I'm in my car vlogging. Just wanted to talk about an area that I've noticed that I've been doing when creating content as of late, something that I haven't done for a few years. Now, I did it once in a while, but not as much as of late. And that is putting myself in front of the camera and not just vlogging, but doing reviews, updates, different style of videos, creating content to where I'm visually in front of the camera and you can see me. It's just something that I haven't done for quite a while, as far as continuously. Now, when I first accidentally started the YouTube channel, which is another story in itself, and a lot of you know that story, it's nothing really dramatic. It was just something that just happened, and I ended up, staying and becoming a YouTuber, tech enthusiast, content creator, and still learning so much every day. But in the beginning, I used to put myself in front of the camera, not actually thinking about doing that. I just did it. And I've gone back and looked at some of those videos, and I laugh at myself, but I do it out of positive, constructive criticism for myself, because I've learned so much. And, the innocence of what I was doing then, I didn't think about it. But again, now, watching those videos, I giggle, I chuckle at myself. But it was good. It was good because I was learning how to do this. Create content, vlog. And I know now that it's been part of the journey and it's been a learning process. But after a while, I started critiquing myself. It's one thing to have somebody else critique you, give you that, whether it's negative or positive criticism. But it's another thing when you start doing it yourself. And what happens is you create this mental block, this anxiety, whether you're good enough, or not good enough. And is that really working? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just show my hands and whatever it is I'm talking about on video and just leave my face out of there. And it just, over time, it just became a mental block and a mental insecurity. And so I started to see all the faults. And so I basically went the easy route. And when you do get in front of the camera, for me, I don't use cards with anything pre-written. I mean, there's a little bit of information that I use here and there, but not like in formatting the whole video itself. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to write down, sentence by sentence or paragraphs. And this is everything I'm going to talk about. A lot of what I do, even if I have a little bit of notes, is just coming out of my mouth. There's no rehearsal in it. I mean, I think about it, but there's no, saving myself once I get started, unless I utilize the editing tools that I use with Power Director or InShot. And I do that, and I add a lot of stuff into my videos. So instead of cards and a lot of pre-written information, what I do is, if I realize I needed to put information in, I just edit that information in so you can read it. And I find that the best way for me to do it. I think eventually, as I keep putting myself in front of the camera, it's going to be less of that, because I'm going to start remembering. My goal and my hope is to get better at doing it that way in front of the camera and not so much shooting video and showing my hands all the time at my desk. I like my desk, and I'm going to be doing that still, because obviously product reviews, that's, you know, a lot of where that action happens. But I may even start changing that up a little bit as well. And I'm trying to not like do a full customization of my area in the garage where I'm at, but lights help. Different areas that can be changed around, but not getting too dramatic about it. Some of these guys out there in YouTube land, man, they got some amazing studios, and that's not what I'm trying to go for. I want to progress, but I don't want to spend a lot of money out of my pocket, out of my wallet, and I don't want to get myself overwhelmed. And that, because then you start creating that that insecurity, the mental blocks, and so forth, and it's just not worth it. For me, it's always been about having fun and not making it a job. Yes, it can be work, okay? But yeah, it's keeping the fun in it. And, when that eventually goes away, and hopefully it doesn't for a long, long time, then it's time for me to not create content and be on YouTube. But right now I'm having a lot of fun, and I do it as far as how I want to do it, without trying to always second guess myself. And that happens, man. You second guess yourself. But the journey itself is just amazing, whether it's a fail or a success, because it's when you fail that you learn, and you have to build that positiveness, that strength to get through that, the mental blocks. And it's a physical thing, because you're moving around, using your hands, and there's a lot that I realize that I do, whether it's moving around too much in a video or using my hand. I'm trying to watch and see how I can not master or be very artistic with it, but at the same time shoot video in a way where I'm in front of the camera and I'm not taking you away from the topic with all of this. I mean, it's good to express yourself physically when creating content, but at the same time, you don't want to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And that's for me. That's for me personally. However, any of you want to do it that are content creators, that's your thing. Everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own way. And I love watching those styles. I love watching the artistry that goes into creating content, the diligence, whether you use cards or not, however you do it. And if it gets my attention, then cool. But for me personally, I try to keep it my way, but always taking a little bit of this and that and ideas, and then artistically forming it, and then maybe reverting back to something that I used to do, like getting in front of the camera. So I think I'm starting to enjoy it. I hope I continue with it. Let me know what you think. And we'll see where it goes. Who knows? Maybe a couple years from now, I'll make another video saying, you know what? I noticed that I was in front of the camera for a long time, but now I'm not, and I'm decided to go this way. So you never know. But I think the more confidence I build within myself and up here, because it's in my heart to do this, I think that I'm going to enjoy putting this right there. But again, let me know what your thoughts are on the content that you've been getting from Team My Project 13. We are a team. It's not just about me. So I appreciate you all. But let me know what your thoughts are, in the last year or so in the content, especially for you team players who've been around for a while, because you've seen what I've been putting out and what's changed or what's not changed. If you're new to the channel, then you're not going to know unless you go through and watch all the videos that I've put up for about 7 years now. So, but yeah, go check those out. I like to do it from time to time just to get a giggle. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. Peace. I am out.